Thank you to the Emperor of Darkness for your deck submission. First battle we have to deal with here is Free Battle 11. Before starting it, we will go over the deck real quick. Looks like we're facing off with 17. To go over the deck really quick, I'm noticing that there are no spots on the board covered as far as the bottom middle and the bottom left. Could be a problem. I don't think it will be. As you'll see with the deck, a lot of powerful units in it. First things first, EX86, Super Vegito. I put max investment into attack since he has more than enough speed. And he recommended attack up ODU, speed up ODU, and speed up A. Next up we have EX20. I went ahead and put everything into attack because he's got more than enough speed as is. Character skills that he recommended were attack up ODU, speed up ODU, and ultimate gauge on every turn. Next we have figure 704. I went ahead and put a max investment into attack because, again, more than enough speed. He recommended going with O1 skills. And then next up we have this bow. I thought he had more than enough speed, again, given his trigger square, plus that effect is going to increase by 200 each time. Character skills he recommended were attack up ODU, speed up ODU, and ultimate gauge on every turn. And then finally we have a very old figure that don't really see too much nowadays. At least, not that I've seen anyway. But I went ahead and put max investment into speed this time around because he really needs it. Character skills recommended for him were speed up ODU, speed up A, and speed up F. Getting right into it, let's get started with the fight here. And I'm thinking for this setup, just because Dispo, he gets more boosts off of allies falling, we're going to wait to put him on the field. Just in case we need that extra push of damage. This deck may or may not struggle against defensive setups. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of defense piercing or damage mitigation ignoring with any of these units, which is fine. Let's show off the deck, really. Let's see, do we lose Vegito here? Okay, good. Goku is unfortunately likely to go down here. Yeah. That's his biggest problem. Problem, really. He doesn't have a whole lot of health on him. Which is why I personally think the other version is a bit more viable. And that sucks. One of my units got locked here because of 18. So I'm going to risk it and put down Gohan. I really don't think it's going to hurt in the long run to put down Gohan. Especially with him ignoring defense. Then again, the Goku does have over 8k HP, so I may need a counterattack in order to take him out. We'll have to see. And I'm sorry, I'm dumb. We do have defense ignorance here, just with Gohan, though. Which is fine. I think for that, he's a very solid unit. Though I forget if it's a one-time only thing. I need to look at that. Sadly, Vegeto's going down here. Despite being an SR, I think that Trunks is actually quite solid. Yeah, he's alright. Like, he's okay if you don't have any great, UR or even SR units at your disposal. I would say he has passable stats for his attack, and definitely for his speed. Just don't expect him to one-shot everything. Then again, it's the AI Trunks, so he may be actually, this one that we're facing off against may be stronger than what you could normally get. So do keep that in mind. Free battles like to cheat. Maybe it's not a one-time only thing with Gohan. I forgot to look at that like an idiot. This should be a one-shot. Very good first battle. Alright, let's see which fight's next here. 53. Hang on. Looks like we're up against few. Let's look at Gohan really quick. It's not a one-time only thing, so that's actually really good. Calling it right now, by the way. Next DLC, we're going to have loading screens of the cutscenes from DLC 16. I think that's a given, though, at this point. I knew that there was more content on the way. There had to have been. Especially since the contest winners never dropped. Well, not just yet, anyway. It's nice that the contest winner artworks finally came in. A lot of them look really solid. I especially like the one with Jade on it. And Majin Karuzo's looks really cool too. And if I remember correctly, I think this is the more defensive Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that we have here. Good God, Gogeta one-shot Vegito. Was not expecting that. Yeah, it's the more defensive Gogeta. Hopefully we can get rid of Few, because his posing skill can be a problem. And at least now we get rid of the douche Gogeta. Good God, over 12k. UI Goku's really solid. It's just, he has no defenses at all. And he's kind of lowish on speed. Like, 3,000 now isn't going to cut it very much anymore. You need to be more at, like, 4,000, or at the very lowest, like, 3,500. That's my personal opinion on that anyway. It seems to work really well for me, so... Alright, battle number 65. Alright, one more fight here with Hercule. It's nice to finally be able to take a break and relax from the festival, because I did so much grinding to get everyone's camaraderie up as soon as possible. It drove me nuts. And luckily, I had gotten a huge chunk of it done during work hours. It was thankfully slow enough for me to be allowed to do so, while I also made sure that the queue was staying empty all night. And thankfully, I am able to easily do a lot of that stuff offline anyway. Just go do Parallel Quest 83. If I get a call for I have something I gotta do, pause it. Can always come back to it later. I'm definitely not making the mistake of prioritizing something like this over my job. I need to prioritize work over absolutely everything. Unfortunately, that also includes attention for Malice. But when it does get slow, I give him plenty of it. Frickin' love my cat, dude. He's such a good boy. He's already napping again on the bed. Good boy, Malice. Good boy. Such a sweet kitty. I just realized Hercule has a really solid Gohan unit. That sucks. I was wondering why we weren't doing so much damage there. And down goes UI Goku, I'm sure. Really? That's surprising. That must be the weaker Gohan. The one that has more defense. Yeah, it's the one with more defense. That's why I think the other version is better. Yes, he may be, taking more damage, but he's still going to be around for, like, another turn anyway. So you may as well use him. He's got more health, too. And more attack. That's why I have the one with HP and attack in my defensive deck. First turn I tend to put down Vados with Gohan and then my Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then turn 2, I'll take Gohan off briefly, put down Frieza behind Vados, make sure my opponent doesn't get an ultimate attack at all. Turn 3, I take Vados off the field, put down Super Saiyan 4 Goku in front of Frieza, and Gohan out in the upper middle. More than well enough on damage mitigation and defense at that point. And if I need to, I can always bring Vados back in. Because, let's face it, as much defense and HP regen I have in my Gohan, he's going to get low and very likely die if the fight drags out too much. Which is why I went ahead and I left the attack up second and defensive second on Vados. Toa, you're really only going to put on the field with, at least my setup that I'm discussing here. You're only going to put her on the field like maybe once or twice. You're going to put her on the field probably to heal. And then maybe another time to, like, fuck with the opponent, and that's it. So defensive second, I thought, was really pointless on her. Defensive second 2, I should say. That Toa is so freaking broken. I still think she's the most busted figure in the entire game. At least until they introduce a figure that counters her, like, completely. There's only one real way to do that currently, and that's to have units with high, like, matching attack and speed stats. Or just duping properly, or accordingly, to make sure that it's a correct countermeasure to Toa. But anyway, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you again to the Emperor of Darkness for your deck suggestion here, and I will catch you guys in the next vid. Peace out. Good luck on grinding up all your camaraderie. Keep at it. You will get it done.